Hey everybody, it is Dak here from the Ed Boys, and welcome to 1 hour of Solo Tempoross. For this hour, I'm going to be knocking out, hopefully, a few solid solo kills, but the goal is not necessarily to get, like, record points or anything crazy. The boss has been out for a couple of weeks, and we are getting a lot of good information from players on how to really efficiently KO the boss. And the wiki currently has a ton of info for anybody looking on more specifics on some of that, and I have that page linked in the description. I'm going to be running what I hope, again, is to be a few good solos in terms of permits, but they're not going to be max permits either. I'm looking to do the good and the bad, as with all of these full hour videos. I'm hoping to have at least one, like, really solid run, but then maybe have a run where if things go askew, I can show you what you do if things are going poorly. This is a live hour, so if you find some... This is a live hour, so you might find some repeated points along the way, but I'm going to do my best to use the first chunk of the video to focus a little bit more on how I kill it, what my strategy is and whatnot, and talk more about my opinions on the boss and whatnot later in the video. I guess we should just jump right into it. This is a live hour, so you might find some repeated points along the way, but I'm going to do my best to use the first chunk of the video to focus a little bit more on how I kill it, what my strategy is and whatnot, and talk more about my opinions on the boss and whatnot later in the video. I guess we should just jump right into it. Alright, let's get some Temporos in. I usually would start the timer for the hour of video when I start getting some XP. In this case, really, the runs are just about 14 to 15 minutes, almost on the dot in a way, so it's just going to be 4 kills, really is the idea. I'm going to grind out 4 kills in this vid. I'm really going to, like I probably said in the intro, focus on this first kill on talking specifically about what I'm thinking and strategy and whatnot, as opposed to my opinions on the boss as much, which, at some point in the video, I'm sure I'll start just talking about how I feel on things, like if I mess it up and whatnot, and then loots, things like that. But for now, let's just start trying to make some gains. So I want to fish, basically until the energy is about to get to a hundo. I am using a dragon, or excuse me, idiot. I'm using an infernal harpoon, so it is cooking some of the fish, or a can. Usually I want to be cooking a little bit before the green pool shows up, and it's not going to show up before 100. At this point, I probably could have caught like 2 more there, but get a little bit of cooking going. This way I'm not filling up my inventory before the green pool shows up. That green pool being, the jumping harpoon fish pool, this one right here. And that's actually perfect timing. Right as, I finished cooking is when the green pool came up. Right as the green pool goes down is likely when the colossal wave is coming in hot, but if I can get any cooking in beforehand, it'd be cool. Nice. That's just the one fish. It'll stop you from cooking, which sucks, because I was only 1 tick away from cooking another fish. So I have 8, 10, 14 on me. Cooked. I'm just going to get 3 more. And this is going to be enough cooked fish to get it down to 10%. The energy, that is. And 10% or lower on the energy, it'll stop using the special attacks, which is all 3. The clouds, the wave, and the torrents. I'm just going to pump all the cooked fish, go put out some fires. Oh my god, I'm going to blow it here, dude. Nice. Already made a mistake, but it's not going to get me killed. At this point, the hammer would be nice if there was going to be a wave coming in hot, which there won't be. Total idiot, though. Total foolish move. I may have said this in the intro, but I've said this in many other hour of videos. Yo, go to the green pool. That's what I've said in many hour of videos. I've said that I don't want to only show, like, just successful, like, how you do it, almost perfect runs. In this case, Tempoross, I'm not going to get perfect runs. I'm alright at it, but I don't want to only show the right thing to do. I would like to have a couple of mistakes in the hour of video to show some sort of reaction or... just how you should get around that mistake, which in this case wasn't a big deal. Like, I'm just going to pick up a bucket on the way up there and happen to not matter. But in a lot of cases, like while fighting a boss, if you're not already almost doing it perfectly, then just watching a perfect run isn't giving you all the information you need. Sometimes you need to know what to do after you make a mistake. We gotta keep my energy, or my eye on the storm intensity. Where the hell did energy come from in that one? The energy's at 4%, so we only got one harpoon fish to drop in there. And I'm gonna be able to cook this full envy before having to go back up there, so I'm kind of ahead, I feel, from where I normally would be. Even after messing up the fire. I'm doing alright. I'm pretty much on pace. Alright, so I am just going to pump a few fish in here. One will knock... Actually, I want to wait a second. Pump a couple more. So I don't really need to get a full round of attacking in, but I do want to get down there kind of soon. Grabbed one bucket, so that's basically the fish that I pumped beforehand. I've pumped 8 more in there. I probably only need to drop 9 afterward. I'm going to do some damage here. I want to get this to like 60%. So the reason that I dropped 1 fish in there to drop the shield and then stepped back is the cannon will fire like 2 fish at it before it drops down into the water. You can just keep putting extra fish in there. You get more points from it. But just to help myself keep track of how many fish are currently in the ammunition crate waiting to be fired, I just waited till he went down so that the cannon wouldn't fire any of the fish that I was putting in there. If that makes any sense. Alright, I do want to go back up here. I believe I have 8 fish in there already. But it's, let's see, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then it'll slow down. No, I mean, it pumped. Need one more. Needs one more. I'm going to give it the 2 more. So I got to be careful there. If I click on this crate at all with a cooked fish on me, it's just going to, like, pretty much auto put it in there, even if I, like, spam click to go. I have to kind of show you the visual. If I'm running up there with a cooked fish and I click on the ammunition crate and I start, like, clicking next to it, like, rapidly, I don't want to actually put a fish in, it'll put that first fish in before it actually walks away. Not that that's very difficult to get around. Like, just don't click on the crate if you don't want to click on the crate. But sometimes out of habit, just running up to the ship, you're, like, going right to the ammunition crate. I immediately got it under 10%, meaning no waves, no fires, no torrents. But that also means, since there are still fires on the other side of the island that I haven't put out, they're going to slowly creep around to this side. You should be fine for the entire thing. But if I need to, I can let a wave happen. But we got plenty of time before they get over here. So those fires are from the very first storm cloud before the first shield drop still, if you're wondering where those fires came from. And I'm on pretty good pace here. So what I'm trying to do is get a 4th shield drop, which is the general strategy at this point. I don't think very many people are just doing the 3 shield drops unless you're doing the mass world. And I already pretty much have enough fish for it, but getting extra fish that you didn't need to get, but still putting it into the ammunition crate is going to be worth more points anyway. So as many fish as you can put in there is a good thing. Which means between shield drops, I shouldn't step back for a second. Even if that's only 2 fish, it's another 100 points. Yeah, it's, you know, it's another 100 points, whatever. Alright, so I'm going to go drop these fish off. Well, I have a timer on the fish. For some reason, they have the timer at 30 minutes instead of 3 minutes for harpoon fish. But, at 16:20, it might just be my rune light, who knows. But at 16:20 is when I know they're going to disappear. I'm going to do this just for the 1 bucket. Oh. And it's at 70%. 72% intensity. I got time to do some fishing. I probably won't even bother cooking. I've done just about half of the health, so I don't have to worry about doing any damage until after the 4th time I drop the shield at this point. So I can focus all on getting harpoon fish currently. I don't know exactly when the best time to use the Dragon Harpoon or Infernal or Crystal Harpoon special attack. Like, Whether it's fishing from these spots. Oh, I should hustle bus. Whether it's fishing from these spots or fishing them from that spot, I don't know. I just use it right at 100 each time. I'm going to pump all the cooked fish I have on me. I'm going to put a few more in there. The ones that are on the ground here. And it's definitely not going to drop it under 10% yet. So I could drop a few extra. And I want to just refresh the pile in terms of picking it up and dropping it, getting a timer on there. And I mean, it's a 3-minute timer if you're not using Runelight or you don't want to use a timer for whatever reason. It's just 3 minutes. It's easy to just look at the clock and be like, all right, you got 3 minutes. If you're doing everything on pace in general, you very rarely have a problem with the fish on the ground. I'm actually going to cook what I have. The wave can happen now that the temporos has come back up. But I'm alright with that, because it'll just stop this fire from creeping at me. But I gotta hustle to the top. I don't have a hammer. I could cook that one fish, but I kind of realized that I'm better off making sure I get to the top. This has got to be like 8. I'll go 7 and stop. I have the 8th fish already. Colossal wave. Nice. Takes out those fires. I think I was going to be fine, but kind of helps. I'm going to pick up all these fish because I don't have a timer on it. I don't really like that. I really, at this point, I have enough fish. I could do the extra shield drop, but I want more fish for more points. So in other words, for a normal round, the shield that's currently at 4%, if we drop it right now, if you don't kill it after that, then the storm intensity automatically goes to 100 and you lose. But if you have enough fish in multiple cannons to just take out the shield as quickly as possible while the storm intensity is rapidly going to 100%, then you get that extra shield drop. Dang, dude, fishing spot's just bouncing on me right now. I'm gonna go cook after this catch. Probably could have been cooking just the first couple. Green spot's gonna show up now. I waited on the one cook after the green spot showed up, but I could have just clicked on it right when I saw it. It's not like my guy was mid-cooking already. Doesn't matter too much. Actually, just want to go cook. Got plenty of time to cook. It's possible that a green pool is going to show up again by the time I finish the Envy. And I got plenty of time on the intensity. There's stuff on the ground, too. Some fish on the ground up there. So here's what I'm going to do. Cook these last 2. Get whatever I can from the double spot. I'm pretty much just hoping to get some cooked ones from my Infernal Harpoon. Double raw, baby. Double cooked. Okay, that was nice. That was nice. Raw and a cooked. Finish it with the cooked. I'll take the 3 extra cooked fish. I do have time to go for some extras. And look, there's still 1 minute and 10 seconds on those on the ground. Could have went for a few extra, but I'm just going to start loading the cannon. So this first one's going to take down the 3rd shield. Then you get time to finish the kill, but I'm going to use that time to just load up both of these cannons with all these fish. It's overkill. It's more fish than needed to actually drop the shield. Really, like 16 fish do it, 8 in each cannon, maybe 10 in each cannon. But the more fish you put in there, the more points you're going to get. So, we'll take that. Honestly, the most points you get from anything is putting a cooked fish in the ammunition crate. So, it's definitely worth getting extra fish in there. I left that at 53. I'm going to want to be down there ASAP. You can get like 65% health, 65% essence, and 1 shield down. But I want to be down there pretty quickly. But I got a little time while it fires at it. So this is where it normally thinks like you've lost. It'll say it's got either too much energy, storm's out of control. But the cannon's just pounding them. Gonna take out enough energy that it'll drop them a 4th time. And we can go ahead and finish it off. Honestly, I've never even really... Right there, I had enough fish that if I left half of those fish on the ground, it still would have gotten the drop. I guess it wouldn't have mattered much. Wait for it to come back up, put the rest of the fish, drop it again. It's not that the cannon firing the fish gives me any more points. It's just putting the fish in there, so that really wouldn't help much. But you could get a 5th shield drop. That's going to be it on this first one. Is this 10 to 11? I'm hoping... No, I think this is 11 to 12. Anyways, I'm hoping for 10 or so permits each time. If I get 40 permits in this video, I'll be alright with that. But it started with 11. 44 would be fine with me, too. For the loot, I am going to have a screenshot at the end of it of my overall loot, but I am going to loot between each round right now. I usually do this on stream just to kind of... I don't know, I guess my philosophy on it while we go ahead and start opening up. Loot videos and the idea of like an overall like 1,000 kills, something like that is really awesome for just seeing the loot at the end of it. If you're there watching it, it's kind of nice to have some intermittent loot and actually get something out of it. So on stream, I like to just loot after each kill just to keep some loot flowing in general. And I'm just going to do the same here. But so far, that was 46.6k apparently in loot. 11 permits to get started. Not too bad. I do want the hammer. It's not going to really matter much if I have the same round I just had. But it's reasonable to keep it on me. Oh, you know what I don't have on me? Totally forgot about my pet. This is an easy place to, how? Is it a walk-in? I don't think I've ever examined the Kraken pet. This is an easy place to be able to have your pet out. You're not going to get the other pet, and you're not going to die here. So, a very safe place to hang out with your pet. I think that is something that is not a huge deal, but it's really nice when they focus on activities that are added to the game where you can have your pet out and shown off. It does kind of suck how much time you can spend trying to get a pet, and then how few cases you actually, like, can have the pet out without possibly losing money or a different pet. Because that would blow. Alright, 1 round down, 3 rounds to go. I think for the most part, I explained what I'm attempting to do as well as I could first time around, but I'll keep discussing my strategy, of course. If you watch really any of the video and you feel like you still have any questions about what I'm doing at any point, you could always just leave those in the comments section. And this is still, I mean, the content hasn't actually been out for a month. This content's not that difficult, but most content within the first month, we don't have like a perfect meta either way, so. I'm gonna go ahead and cook. I probably could have caught like 2-3 more, because I'm only gonna cook a couple. Right at 100, one of these pools will move. I'm going to go over here because I think they're both going to that side. Not fishing. That one goes over there, or green pool. Green pool could be either side, and it's over here. So, I've only seen like one time in 100+ kills that all 3 pools were either on this side or this side. I think it was like 2 pools here, 1 pool here can happen. For the most part, though, when you're waiting on the first green pool to show up, if the 2 blues, or the 2 non-good pools on the same side, the green's gonna spawn opposite side. Sides, I mean, like, over here, fishing spots, and over here, whoa, and over here, fishing spots. A little behind where I was last time, because I got to cook a few extra fish before. Dang, dude, I love when fishing spots are moving on you like crazy. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Just cook a few here. Yeah, that'll be good. That's 17. Try to get those special attacks stopped. Once you're at a point that there's like no more special attacks, this becomes a really chill fight for sure. I mean, it's just a skilling boss. It's not supposed to be like a difficult fight in the first place. But yeah, if you get the energy under 10% and you just stop special attacks, then it becomes fairly AFK, fairly multitaskable. So these will spread a little down here. They did increase the amount of points you get from putting out a fire, and I appreciate that, Jagex, because still 40 is not, like, insane, but I feel that both the wave and the fire, surviving the wave or putting the fire out, they don't happen very often, and don't get me wrong, successfully doing those 2 things mean you don't get fucked up by it, but it doesn't reward you very much, which, it's not like it happens that often per game. It's not like it would really be broken. Maybe. People could let the fires, like, load the whole island, and if it was, like, 100 points per fire, it would really fuck with it. But, like, I do like the increase that they gave us. You really only do that once per game, and then you still gotta, like, actually go douse all the fires. But could work out for some extra points. It is understandable why they didn't give us a ridiculous amount with the fires, because you could manipulate it. But even the wave, you don't really get that much for surviving it. And you don't get punished that much if you don't survive it either. So it's not that big of a deal, like, mechanic-wise. I don't know how else to put it. Not that I'm really shitting on the mechanics overall. I do really like the boss. Compared to other skilling bosses, I put this at the top of the list of only 3 in the game now. But I like this more than Wintertodt and Zolcano. I like Zolcano a lot. Wintertodd's pretty bland, but it was their first attempt at a skilling boss in any way. I probably could go back and fish a little more. I'm just gonna pump some fish in here. But it fires 3. It fired 3 at him, so 5, 6, 7. I'm gonna stop it there. I believe I gotta do 10 more fish to get it to the 10 or 4%. I'm gonna go 9 more fish when I get back up there. Drop the health to like 55%. In terms of XP, I guess I could have it on the canvas. Starts to fill up the screen a little bit. I'm currently getting 53k XP an hour. But, you can get a lot faster if you're not cooking the fish, too. And then, of course, XP rates vary with your level, how hard you're going, what harpoon you're using, things like that. So I want to stop there. No, I think I could do like 4 or 5 more. No, not 4 or 5, but I did want 2. Yeah, let's just drop this one. Green pool, maybe? Excuse me. So, again, at this point, I mean, I could get an extra wave just in case those fires get to me, but this time I'm going to let them creep up as much as they can. At this point, I could really just set up for, like, all I got to do is fish. I can make sure to always have the energy under 10% right after the Tempoross comes up. I got plenty of time for that. And that's about it. Becomes a really chill grind. You can get, I'm going to be getting like 8,500 to 9k points likely each round. You can get over 10k points in the round, but I do really like the chill fight, like 40 to 45 permits per hour. It's a nice pace, and it's a nice balance, because you don't have to do solos to get like good permits and whatnot. I will admit, as far as I can tell with how the extra shield drop works, it wouldn't work with 3 people. You need 2 cannons for 1 person, 4 cannons for 2 people. Unless the cannon actually shoots more fish than it visually shows it firing, then it wouldn't work with a larger team. But it's not like you get bad permits by having a team of like 5 or 6 and just doing 4 shield drops. Or you can't get the extra, just doing the 3 shield drops, excuse me. Skipping 1 phase to make sure that you don't kill it too quickly. And even the mass worlds is not like a bad balance where you're totally screwed out of permanents. Like doing the mass world nightmare, you're not going to get any uniques. You could. Some people get uniques, so I shouldn't say that. But very few are going to be the people who get uniques there. Here, you still get at least permits out of it. Like, you're not getting fucked out of rewards, but you can get a team together and actually, or go solo even, and manipulate a little bit better permits per hour. And it's not like high level or high difficulty, but it's not just a gimme in any way. It's not suddenly the easiest and best fishing method in all of the game, and there's no reason to do any other fishing. That's what Wintertodt did with fire making, and I've said it a few times, but I'm not that happy with it, and I don't think I'm alone on that boat, but this isn't about Wintertodt anyway. Forget Wintertodt, Dak. I do like the balance on this a lot. We only have a couple of other skilling bosses to compare it to, and I feel like they've been getting better and better with the skilling bosses. And they're fun. I like to have a more active actual gameplay for skilling, as opposed to just the grinding AFK stuff. Look, I love AFK too. I have videos about that, how much I love AFK. But It's nice to have options. I think that's probably really what it boils down to, is having options. The fact that there's not just one method that really is the only way you should train, insert skill here, that's a good thing for whatever skill. So when they're adding more viable options that don't really ruin other options, I'm a big fan of that. I just put in 9 and 4 of them didn't count, so 5 are already in there. I'm just going to put all 10 of these. Pick this up and drop it. So I could likely just do... I think it's 15 it's gonna fire. I'm gonna pump one more in there. Oh. Hoping that I'm right. And start fishing. I think it'll just come up, get immediately knocked down to under 10%. By the way, when he's down and you can be attacking his pool, none of those jumping harpoon fish pools will show up. Maybe they physically can, but I've never ever seen it. Now a jumping harpoon fish pool could show up. Nice, and I got it right to 10%. Did it correctly. So the number is 17 in a solo. 17 fish will do 90% damage. Oh, excuse me. 17% will get you to this point it stops using special attacks. It could have been 17's getting to 4, and I just did 16. I believe 17's the number that I'm going for. I may have messed that up, too. That's what I keep counting. But I believe 17 gets you right to that 10. That added up well for me. I will be linking, excuse me, the Wiki's page on information about the fight, which has that number on it. That's where I got the number in the first place. I'm not just counting it out myself and nailing it the first time. But, the Wiki's page on strategy keeps getting updated as we learn more and more things about the boss, too. So, there's a lot of interesting information in there. These fires are getting closer, man. We got 2 more shield drops, but they're back to back. If they get to, like, here, isn't that still not a problem? But, sketchier. No. Thank God. Don't click on those crates. I said earlier in the video that would fuck you. I guess if you got enough time, you don't get screwed out of it. I would have been okay with the 4th shield drop still, but I can get even more fish. If I could drop, I can get even more fish. Wow, just close your eyes, man. If you all close your eyes, you'll still be better than me at dropping fish. Alright, so let's go fish more. Get as many cooked as I can. I gotta run up there at about 90% intensity. Start cooking. There's definitely gonna be a green pool, like 2 cooked fish in. There it is. 1.5. Alright, just cook what I have. So I probably won't get to cook all of them before 90. Ah! I'll get there, nice. Beautiful. Everything's looking fine over there. A lot of fish to pick up. Slows this process down a little. I should be able to get all these in there. Won't be by much if I get them all in there. Either way, points are looking alright. Definitely getting the extra shield drop, which gives a little extra time to put fish in there, too. I don't have to be down at the bottom immediately. I don't know if these 10 are getting in there. I'm doing like 3 more. Nah, dude, I'm hustling down. Fuck it. Don't want to blow it at this point, you know? Already got more points than last round anyway. I believe so. A similar amount, though. They're probably going to drop a fish or 2. It's like 100 points, maybe. Because I'll still have some energy left here when I finish this off, but not like a lot. %30 or so. I'll take it. 11 permits again. Just over 9k points this time. So on pace for 44. I'd be fine with that. 40 to 45 is usually what I'm looking for. An hour of solos. That sounds fine to me for how little effort this takes. And to be fair, it's not like these 40 to 45 permits make insane amounts of cash, but could be a unique at least. Lots of planks so far. What are we doing here? I have not had a sick unique during an hour of video yet. We really gotta break the dry streak here, man. One more. Well, halfway through this one, nothing. 73 silver bars. Bodie strikes again. All right, kill number 4. 4. All right, kill number 3. This is only halfway through. Got 2 kills to go. It was 11 and 11. I'd like to possibly pop 12 one time. What is wait, no. So that was 11 to 12 right at 9k. Where below 9k, between 8.3 and 9k is 10 to 11. So I got to get above 9k to get a 12. But again, if I just get another couple of 11s, I'd be alright with that, because I feel like I got decent odds and maybe pulling off a unique. So in terms of uniques so far, spoiler alert, I guess, have only gotten the fishing barrel. I've gotten it a couple of times. I'd love to see tackle box, and I'd love to see the pet. If I don't get the harpoon fish, the big harpoon fish, I'm not that bummed out, but I'd be alright with seeing it. And the Toma water would be pretty cool, but that's another one where I don't have to, like, grind out. Honestly, I'm not, like, going to sit here and grind this out until the pet necessarily, but I've got this on the list of things I would like to do until I get the pet. Eventually. I'll be mixing it up. Probably, like, 250 to 300 KC. Honestly, I'm already starting to do other things, but, like, 250 to 300 KC, I probably would only be, occasionally doing some temporos. Nah, probably not even, let's be honest. It'll become, if I want to get the pet, I'll occasionally throw down, like, an hour a day, 4 kills, 40 to 45 permits. Maybe get out of there with something nice. That's already kind of how I'm feeling about Soul Wars. Not to really get on a different topic, but similar pace of what I'm going for. Like, I don't really want to grind it out, but I do want that pet. Didn't get any spare cooking in. No problem. Like, the only wave we got to deal with. Not even like the only wave. That is the only wave we'll have to deal with. If you enjoy the lifestyle content, obviously you can't respond right now unless you go to the comment section, and that's not necessarily live. But if you like this lifestyle in a way, then you might enjoy the Twitch side of things. I do stream on Twitch. Lately, it's been a lot. I've been trying to get to... actually, this was something I tried... Like, back at the beginning of the year, I had a goal of 200 hours over 30 days. And then anybody who watched the video where it was called that I moved, fucking English. The video where I said that I moved, because of moving, I wasn't able to get those 200 hours, and I'm actually almost up to that point now for the past 30 days, at least when I'm recording this video. So it's been a lot of live hours, in other words, on Twitch. Did I go too far? I would have been so sad. If you like the lifestyle content, you should head over there. The Twitch channel will be linked in the description, but if I'm not live whenever you get a chance to tune in or things like that, it's part of the reason that I like to get these Hour of videos in here, because we also get this type of content where it's not just like edited, scripted footage. And I guess like PVM God, Hardcore Iron Man, it's not scripted, but it's still like an edited video, not a live video. I try to get these hours out because it at least gives that type of content for YouTube, but you're getting, if you like the Hour of video, like I'm saying, about 200 hours a week. There's not 200 hours in a week. 200 hours a month is what I've been trying to go for. That is not 200 old school RuneScape hours a month. I'll warn you. I do play other games too, and I've been addicted to a lot of other games too. But a lot of the grinds that I'm getting for Road to PVM God, for my Hardcore Iron Man, stuff like that, I am doing on stream. So if you get a chance to tune in, I would like to see you guys on that front. Otherwise, I'll still be knocking out these Hour of videos. I would like to do an Hour of group Tempoross possibly, but I have a few Hour of with bossing vids and some more bossing guides I'm trying to knock out too. Almost at 90%. I do have my eye on the intensity, so don't worry. I'm getting the extra few cooks. Might blow it. Nah, we're good. No, I should just pump extra fish in there. Fuck it. Nah. No extra ones got through. So 6 are already in there. I want to pump another 11 and then drop the rest. Let's go get some fishing in first to make sure I get enough done here. So I could stop this at 60%. I could get some extra so that my last bit of fish, I have enough time. Like at the end of last round, I didn't have enough time to get all the fish in. But like, it's still the same amount of fishing I'm doing at the bottom of the docks here. Part of the reason that I had all those fish at the end is because I left the dock earlier during this part and had more time to go deal with fish. So I like to just get it right about 50% either way. And I want to make sure that I get enough fish in there before the wave, but 47 will give me a little extra time right at the end. I gotta go 7 more? Yeah, I gotta go 10 more. No, one more. Come on, son. No waves. And I'll pump an extra so that it's only 1 away. Green pool. And we have plenty of time to chill. I do want to make a video about, I'll probably go over all of the rewards and their benefits in a way for Tempoross Life, but I do want to make a video specifically about the Spirit Flakes and fishing in other places with Spirit Flakes. The numbers add up where you could just throw down a general 50% increase of fish wherever you're going if you have flakes. But just some of the more popular spots for actual examples of fishing, I want to throw down a video where I do some of that. So that's part of the reason I'm trying to get some extra Spirit Flakes too. But I think I have a lot of Spirit Flakes in terms of how long they'll last. I think that's one thing a lot of people... Not that the math on it's that difficult to throw down, like, but it's not... I don't know, an obvious number of, like, how many fish are you catching an hour always? So how many Spirit Flakes do you expect to be catching an hour? RuneLight will tell you how many fish per hour you're catching, but those aren't numbers that everyone has memorized. So I think that would be a nice list to have, too, even for myself, of the idea of how many Spirit Flakes I expect to be using an hour. Because then it also gives a good number of how many Spirit Flakes... We know how many Spirit Flakes you can get an hour, and, like, whether or not it's really worth your time at all to be getting them. Or is it just, you know, get whatever you can while you're trying to maybe grind the pet and the other uniques and then don't come back? That would kind of suck, but that could be the case. Doing pretty well. I feel like I got extra fish compared to last time. Green pool's gonna be over here. That's what I was trying to explain earlier. Oh, maybe not yet. There it is, though. Like, generally, when there's 2 blue pools over here and the green's showing up, it's going to be over here now. If there's 2 blue pools over here, green pool shows up over there. I've seen 3 pools along this line, like, once. Double cooked. Single cooked. There we go. Okay. Double cooked. Disappeared on me. I'm only gonna get a couple of cooks in here. Going, going, going. Fucking use it, dude. So it's gonna pop 1, 2, 3. I think it only pumped the 2 extra so far. Shoot. I'm gonna do 5 more and juggle the rest. Not enough space, you say? I'm gonna go cook what I've got. I might get 1 wave out of what I'm doing here. We'll see. Unless I guessed better than I thought. Oh, 1 more fish. Alright, no problem. Drop these. I know that I have 2 minutes or so for that other pile. I'm gonna crank out as many fish as I can. Bull's gonna disappear soon. Maybe not. There we go, though. Look what I got. I'm gonna have a lot of fish to work with up here. I still have like a minute too. I thought I had more or less time. Jeez. What am I doing? At this point, could almost just pump, but holy shit, so many drops. Try to go get extras. No way I'm gonna full envy though, so just bounce from that. Green pool. I feel like that's the same green pool I ran away from. I'm running up there at 90%. Green pool, right next to me. Be a friend. Dude, he's gonna do it. Ah. That'd have been wildin'. Yo, the fire's getting close. Six cooks. There's a pile. One of the piles of harpoon fish might be getting close, but I got so many extra fish at this point, whatever. Yeah, dude, this one's got like 12 seconds on this pile. So those two are probably gone. Oh, I got one of them. And that back pile has less time. There's no way I'm getting all these fish in there, though. Get as many as I can. Gotta make sure to do both cannons, too. You're not gonna knock down the shield with just one cannon loaded in time. Pump them. I don't have much time for extras. But I have some time for extras. Alright, should be over 9K again. So I probably could have fished a little more the first time still. Maybe been down like 4 fish, but I could have then dropped the other 6. Yeah, so far each round an increasing amount of points. First round was the worst one. Second was a little bit better. And then this third round here, an extra 300 points from the last round. And a better chance at the 12 permits. But still 11. Well, let's see what those 11 are. If there's something highlighted red, I'll be a little happier with the 11. A casket. Those are usually a little bit better GP-wise if you get something decent out of it. Ah, they're alright. They're not anything crazy. 2 left. Last reward. Oh, those 11 were Garbo. Oh, for the caskets. Boop. 42 uncut jade. Alright, final kill. Sit at 53k XP an hour. 41k XP gained. The video pushed a little over an hour because you're including in between kills, of course, and the kills are just about 15 minutes long in the solo. You can definitely knock it down to like 13 minutes while still getting 4 shield drops, but you want to get as many fish out of it as you can. So the longer kill is not that big of a deal as long as you're getting good points out of it. Final round, though. That means another 10 to 12 permits to work with. Just hoping to finally get some sort of unique on an hour of video. Is that too much to ask for? I think hour of KBD, I got like KBD heads. I got something, but something like pretty, I don't know. In this case, there's not anything super expensive I can get here, but like I would put tackle box, tome of water, and or I guess big harpoon fish, dragon harpoon, and pet. Even though the big harpoon fish and dragon harpoon weren't on the list of things I felt like I needed to get here, those would be big enough news. I would be very pleased with that. But beggars can't be choosers. I just want something, I guess. I could have probably fished a little longer. Overall, those couple of ticks, that's not the decision that's going to kill you. But at the same time, the wave you want to be the fastest on, or the section you want to be fastest on, is the first. Come on, green pool, green pool, green pool. This is the time you want to be speedy, because this is when there's special attacks. I need 17 cooked fish. I have 15 fish on me. There we go. Shoot. I was hoping to get like 2 or 3 cooks in there first. So I could have gotten extra fish. What I was doing there was seeing if I could really speed up the cooks so that I don't even get the clouds to roll in this next time. But I don't think that's going to happen. Clouds will roll in when I've pumped like 2 or 3 fish in. 5. Between 6 and 7. So I definitely got up here a little bit quicker, but got to be a lot quicker to stop this attack from happening, which is not a big deal. It's happened all 3 other times. It's happened every time I soloed. I made it. But also enough time to douse all 4 fires before any spread. Give me green pool. Nice. Right next to me. And I know that I have 0 fish on deck right now. So I could potentially drop all 4 buckets right now to help with envy space. I'm still having extra fish on the boat. So I don't think that's as big of a deal as... I think the first time that I go down to fish, I'm going to try to make sure to get it to like 30-something%. Give me a double cooked, man. Double cooked. Single raw. Are you out of your mind? I fill up my buckets just cause. I mean, I'm just gonna start pumping. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Need 11 more. I'm just gonna let this fish the rest of the time, then go pump the extra 11. Shouldn't get that colossal wave, just putting 11 fish in there. Shouldn't be enough time. But if it is, I'm right next to the masts, so it's not that big of a deal. I didn't get that much further in, but it is 36. I was saying in the 30s. 30-something, I think, is what I spit out there. I got 11 more to put in here. Almost all of them. I'll have 1 fish on the ground. I want to make sure I don't fuck it up. Just gonna put it right at 10 here. Ah, come on, son. Green pool. Green pool. Come on, double cooked fish. It's like the most satisfying thing. Double cooked. Single cooked, single raw is alright. Double fish in general is already very sweet. So if 1 of 2 is cooked also. What about that double cooked though? So generally the between green pool time is always spent cooking if you're having a really good run. But like right now I got nothing while waiting on the green pool. And then that pool's gonna move and turn to a green one instead, okay? You know, just never mind the whole point I'm making after that wizardry. Alright, I'll have time to go drop off this envy and then come get like half an envy. Oh, that pool's moving, and a green pool's showing up. Come on, give me that double cooked. Alright, at least we got a doubly. Double raw. Back to back to back to back doubles, though. 5 in a row. I can't even complain about the lack of cooked fish. That was a solid pool. I'll be able to finish the envy and run up there. So it'll shoot 2 extras. 1, 2, and it stops shooting. So 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm gonna need to put 4 of these 21 fish in and juggle the other 17, which would add up well if I needed to get another shield drop to 10%. But the fish that I'm putting in right now, oops, do this. This is the last 10%er I need. These are just for the final shield drop, which I could just drop it back to back at this point, which would be a pretty quick run. You don't really want to reset the run quickly, because the first 2,000 points are 1 permit. The next 700 after being another permit. You kind of just want to get as many points per round. Tends to be the much better way to go about it. Shoot, while there's no double pool? Ah. Dang, if I could have sniped like 1 or 2 attacks to help out with later on. Alright, I'm gonna cook because double pool's coming up. There it is. 1 cook. Alright, it's home stretch. This is the last storm intensity bar. Last storm intensity bar that we gotta work on. I already got enough fish to get through it. So this is all bonus points. This will put me, oh man, if I could drop this envy, juggle the other envy, and get back down here at like 60%, maybe a little less would be nice. But I'm gonna be up there at like 45, so that's not gonna happen. We'll see. Dropping fish. Oops. Messing it up late. Oh, look at that. 46 right now. Wow, dude. Worst dropped inventory ever. Didn't even have to drop all of it, to be fair. I got back in under 60, but I could have been quicker. Could have been quicker. Double cooked. Boop. Double cooked. Let's go. Back to back double cooked. Let's go. Oh, this game can be fun. The Tempoross can be a lot of fun. You just gotta get hype when it gives you a chance to. That was nice. That pull actually helped me out a lot. RNG, thank you. I got plenty of time for absurd amounts of extra fish. Green pool right next to me, come on. Or just keep catching cooked fish is very convenient too. Ah, green over here. Another double cooked during this? I'll take double raw too. Actually, one of these next two. Give me this one double. Ah, it really would have made the pool very worth running over here for, but I think I'm good either way. Yep. Gonna get about as much time as you can get for this, so here we go. Unless I had done a little extra essence damage on that second shield drop, that would have helped. I probably could have gotten like 2 hits, get it down to about 30. These piles each have over a minute left. We're good. Hustle, son. My picking up ability compared to my drop ability. Very solid. I'll have a little time to get some extra on this side too. Maybe. This full envy's a lot. I want to get over here a tick closer. I don't have to be down there immediately, but by like 35% I want to be fishing. I'm going now. I don't want to fuck this up late. An extra 14 fish to be spit out, but I definitely caught a lot more this time. I probably could have been up there for another... Probably at least these 3 fish. Maybe I'd picked up like 2 more. There go those ones in the ground. Later, fish. We're good. Home free. This could be 11 and 12. Give me a 12er this time. Closer to 12 than 11. And we got 11. Why do you do that to me? Look, if we can't get the RNG on the permit, the actual number of permits, maybe we can get good RNG from what we get from the permits. 11 each time, though. 44 permits in the hour. I have no problem with that. 141 KC. Are we getting something sick out of this? Last 11 permits. Help me out. Highlight me red. Oh, a casket to start. It's interesting. Somewhat. There's not going to be anything crazy in it. 5 more. Oh, no. Final 3. Oh, no. Last loot. Ah, nothing in the hour of. Now we still got just get to see average loot, excuse me. Or I guess I may have been lucky on what I got too in terms of just the regular loots. But here's a screenshot of the overall loot that was tracked through loot tracker on RuneLite. 200k in an hour is not that much, but it is fishing. Fishing's not that great of a moneymaker anyway. For XP rates, I did have about 55k XP an hour in fishing, and then I got a little bit of cooking, and even a little bit of magic thanks to Humidify. So the fishing XP is still solid rates for training, and you're getting money from it. I like that, and it has unique rewards. I like a lot about Tempoross. Overall, I did talk about that in my first looks Tempoross video, and as I work on making a complete Tempoross guide in the future, I might end up talking about it even more, how much I do and don't like Tempoross, which is mostly do like it. I like Tempoross a lot, and I would like to grind out this pet a bit, but I don't know how much more Tempoross I'm doing just constantly in the upcoming weeks. But I hope you guys enjoyed this hour of Solo Tempoross. I hope you got some useful information out of it. If you still have any questions about Tempoross, be sure to leave those in the comments section below, and I can get back to you as soon as possible on that. If you enjoy this content, well, any of my content, I guess, then you might enjoy the Twitch side of things too, which is linked in the description. I was talking about that earlier. It should be linked on the screen and in the description. I also have Twitter and Discord. Both of those things are also linked in the description. And that's about it. Thank you very much for watching the video, everybody. Hope you enjoyed, and best of luck on your Tempoross grind.